From being absolute icons in their own respective genres, to producing an absolute banger together, Keanu Reeves and Jonah Hill is the one duo that you didn't see coming. Apple has bought Keanu Reeves' most recent production, Outcome, continuing its highly successful run of 2023. But that's not what's surprising here. It's the one they're casting alongside Keanu who's the shocker. Yup, the upcoming dark comedy also features Jonah Hill. That's one iconic duo that you weren't expecting, right? Outcome will center on Reef, a broken Hollywood icon portrayed by Reeves, as a damning film from years ago resurfaces and threatens his image.
I had started acting when I was 15, 16, and watching movies and loving movies and wanting to be in movies. And I would go to that cinema and, see those movie stars. And
the character will have to confront his past. After a long bidding battle, Apple is prepared to develop the future film, which will be directed by none other than Hill. Despite the fact that Outcome was originally presented to studios in November, it took a few months for discussions to be initiated and an agreement to be reached. But now that this little hurdle is out of the picture, there's nothing stopping the two now. Before Hill was scheduled to appear opposite Keanu Reeves in Outcome, he co-starred with Eddie Murphy in the recently released comedy You People. The production features Amira's family, who are introduced to Hill's character, who has fallen in love with a woman from a far different cultural background than his own, creating some pretty unpleasant situations. So that's a pretty interesting take, right? But let's talk more about the project he's currently working on. Apple Original Films has chosen Outcome, and Matt Dines and Hill, who also created Strong Baby, will produce it. Hill and Ezra Woods have collaborated on the writing of the newest Apple Studios movie. The movie, dubbed a dark Hollywood story by The Hollywood Reporter, will feature Jonah Hill, who will not only co-star with Reeves in the film Outcome, but will also direct, co-write, and co-produce it. It's a triple action combo going on here, folks. After being blackmailed with a mystery video, Reeves will play a Hollywood celebrity who must battle his inner demons and dark background in the film. Reeves. The character was truly made for him, right? Well, his shattered persona will make an effort to atone for his actions. But apart from that, Hill's part in the story and other specifics are yet to be discovered. The 39-year-old is still a desired choice, especially given that he appears to be in the early stages of his filmmaking career, and given his long history of fan support.
I directed my second movie. It's a documentary, and it's about therapy in general and sort of getting therapy out to the masses of people whose families and cultures stigmatize it and who can't afford it.
Beyond this endeavor, he is working on a Martin Scorsese-directed biography of the Grateful Dead, another Apple original. Besides, he just co-wrote the Netflix movie You People, and was featured in it too. But that's not all. The man's talents have managed to convert even Kanye West. In a recent Instagram post by the rapper, West has said that Hill motivated him to like Jewish people once more. Considering that Jesus was Jewish, no Christian can be called anti-Semitic. So, after seeing Hill's 21 Jump Street, the iconic Kanye West wrote, "Thank you, Jonah Hill. I adore you. Told ya, the man's power knows no bounds." So yes, our boy Keanu may have his iconic John Wick series, but Jonah Hill ain't an amateur either. But still, he's Keanu Reeves. Naturally, Reeves comes hard on the heels of John Wick Chapter 4, which had an opening weekend total of $73.5 million, and has already made over $247 million globally. But it's not always about numbers and success on set. There's also a lot of fun and games. It was recently revealed that Reeves gave the stunt team for John Wick Chapter 4 t-shirts detailing the number of times they died in the film. What? It's exactly how that sounds. The shirts, which were emblazoned with the number of times they were slain throughout the film, were distributed by Reeves when the shoot was wrapped up, according to the New York Times. But that's not where the fun lies. According to reports, the number was above 20 for some of the crew. How on earth do we miss a guy dying 20 times on screen? But at least now we know, and you bet that I'll be on the lookout this time around. In John Wick Chapter 4, several sequences featured the same stuntmen. 35 stunt performers were used for the combat on the stairway outside the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, several of whom died many times. Clearly, Jeremy Marinas, the fight coordinator, said the instant he learned about the scene, "It's like, of course, that's what you want, but you can't expect him to have 100 guys fall down the stairs. You want it, you do of course, but it's simply just another workday on set. Now, no one likes to climb stairs, right? But still, Keanu can even do that with grace. According to the fight coordinator, the man does it very so skillfully. And he's talking about Keanu, not John Wick. Later, he was also able to perform when shooting going up. An icon for a reason, right? Think about it. It's challenging enough to be a marksman while being on level ground. But this is just next level, pun intended. But let's switch to my guy Jonah Hill. The Netflix comedy You People, starring Hill, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Eddie Murphy, and Lauren London, was recently made by Strong Baby. Even without that, the man has a pretty extensive rap sheet, with the well-received coming-of-age drama featuring the mid-90s from 2018. Hill, who is most known for his comedies and his Oscar-nominated appearance in Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street, marked his feature directorial debut. He then presented Stutz, a highly praised documentary from 2022 that addressed mental health concerns. The 39-year-old's documentary film Stutz, about the life and career of Hill's therapist, Dr. Phil Stutz, was made available on Netflix last year. Hill's most recent 2 on-screen appearances were both for Netflix. In this year's rather contentious You People and in 2021, he co-starred in Adam McKay's Oscar-nominated disaster film Don't Look Up. Apart from that, the man recently announced that he would stop advertising his own films. But that's not the only development in his life. The 47 Jump Street actor is expecting a baby. But even despite the life-altering moment alone, he's living his best life. In the midst of reports that his rumored fiancée, Olivia Miller, is expecting their first child, Jonah Hill caught some nasty surf in Malibu, California. The You People star went all out for the surfing trip, lugging a bright green board and donning a black wetsuit, also sporting a thick beard. Quite the look, huh? He only just started surfing, and he exhibits a strong affinity for ocean activity. The man even defended his pastime, stating he will never stop doing things that make me happy, after at first facing criticism for it. So whether there are engagement rumors or pregnancy news, the man's gone surfing, and that's a vibe I can get with. But one thing is for sure, the duo of Keanu and Jonah is going to be one for the ages. Reeves is thriving off the phenomenal success of John Wick Chapter 4, and in the Ballerina spin-off that will be released the following year, he will play the part at least once more. And Jonah already has exciting things happening in both his personal and professional lives. Seeing them on screen together is going to be a treat indeed. Let's go back to the movie now. Outcome is still in its early stages of development. There's still much to know about the specifics. Like, could we please get some insight on Jonah Hill? But either way, we know that his role is going to be funny and iconic in every way. Once the film moves out of this phase, the release date for the production will be made public too. Till then, you know what to do for updates. That's a wrap on Jonah Hill and Keanu Reeves' film Outcome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.